the Houston Chronicle in the paper said convicted felon is on NBC, and then people had a little uproar about that. You know, a lot of people chimed in on that. Like, what are you saying right now about him?
Willie D Live.
Say, man, I was just dealing with something like that. I'm hosting my daughter's 30th birthday party, and I hired this guy, local guy, who's like a phenomenal talent. I mean, like, when you see this dude perform, you're like, you can close your eyes and imagine him on any big stage, anywhere, competing with anybody. He's that good. But this motherfucker is difficult to deal with, and I did not know how difficult he was to deal with until I personally dealt with him. And I heard other people say things about him, so I'm the type of dude, I can give a person a chance, But man, it is absolutely amazing how somebody could squander that type of talent because of their attitude. Won't even fake it long enough to get in the door. I mean, like, I know some dudes who have horrible attitudes, and not just guys but girls too, horrible attitudes, but they faked it good enough until they got in the door and got hot and became platinum selling artists, right? Mm-hmm. This guy couldn't get there because he thinks that he already got all the record sales. He thinks that he's already played the stadiums and all of that stuff. And so, I hired his ass and fired his ass just like that. Like, bro, I don't like your attitude. I don't like your energy, because I'm hosting the party at my house. And I called him, I was like, look, you know what, man? Send me my money back, bro. I don't like your energy, and I don't want that energy in my house. So I absolutely understand where you're coming from with that. Was there a time in your life where you felt unseen, not as a comedian, not as the comedian Ali Siddiq, not as a convict, but as Ali, the person, the human? And, if so, what are your thoughts on that now?
All the time. That's even now. It's people will bring up, and I understand why, and they box me in. Mexican Got on Boots is a story that I did, and then I haven't actually did a prison thing until I did the special in prison. Okay, but 15 years prior to that, I never did anything about prison. And I was on Comic View, I was on Def Jam, I was on Bring the Funny, I was on all these other platforms before I did that. So after that, it's like, if that's what they saw, they keep me there. And so you even have people who, because I have been convicted, they don't know if I got my record expunged. They don't know what my situation is. They just see me as that. I remember when I was on Bring the Funny, the Houston Chronicle in the paper said convicted felon is on NBC, and then people had a little uproar about that. You know, a lot of people chimed in on that. Like, what are you saying right now about him? My personal friends see me personally. My community, when I'm doing charity work, they see me personally. But everybody else, either I'm a convicted felon or I'm a comic. The two C's. And it's never just Ali the person. But the people who know me personally, or people who see me, or what I'm engulfed in is doing like charity work, they just see me as Ali, and that's how I pretty much prefer it. I'm a normal guy. Like, I don't like people call me Hollywood. I don't like, oh, that's the comedian. That's not my name. My name is Ali Siddiq, and actually my name is Siddiq Ali. So when I just really bite the bullet on that, because I understand people only know what they know, and you probably never get to know me personally because you see me in those boxes, and the people who don't see me in those boxes, they get one hell of a person, you know, when they break it down. If they ever had a personal conversation with me about how my mind works and how I think about anything, you know, it's a like to run into. It's like you, DL. Now, I never thought I would have a great relationship with David Banner. Like, I know his government name. You know what I'm saying? We on a personal level. Bill Bellamy, and then my family. I'm not Ali Sadiq to my family. I'm just Sadiq. And that's how I prefer it. You know, to my friends, just being personal with my friends. And some you have some, I don't call them fans. You have some followers that have gotten to know me on a personal level. I've come into town. I've been in their house. I met their parents. I met their kids, and they met my kids, and they see that, you know, I'm a different dude than the stage, even though the stage is me.